Arsenal is playing against Bournemouth tomorrow. See, Arsenal Football Club. This is an early fixture. You have to be very, very careful. I'm telling you. You have to be very, very careful. Yes, Man City is playing against Chelsea, which is going to be a difficult match for Manchester City. But you have to be very, very careful. You cannot afford to drop points. Man City is not playing in the Champions League with you. Man City is not in the Champions League with you. So Man City, they have the luxury of resting their players. You know, they have the luxury of having fresh players every week. You don't have that luxury. So you have to be very, very careful. This is a period whereby you cannot afford to throw away the one you have in your hand, where they pursue the one way inside bush. The Premier League is in your hand. Don't throw it away. Yes, I know that Azada can come into this game now and say, let me go and rotate. Let me rotate the squad so that we can have fresh players against Sporting CP. Babami, play your best 11. Try and win the game early. Right? Try and finish up the game in the first half so that you can now remove your key players and bring in your fringe players, right, in the second half against Bournemouth to rest them against Sporting CP. But don't go with the mindset of, make I go rotate, make I go rest players. You go rest players, Bournemouth go knock you. See what Southampton do you when you go rotate your squad. Look at what Southampton did to you. So you don't have that luxury. Be very, very careful, Arsenal. Be very, very careful. This is the period where Man City, they use all the might, all the anger in them to chase. Right now, they have already won a trophy. They are in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. They are in high spirit. I 100% believe that Man City might defeat Chelsea on Sunday. So you cannot afford to lose this game or draw this game against Bournemouth. If not, your leg will begin to shake for the Premier League title race. Barcelona is going to be playing against Espanyol. Now, see, Hansi Flick, if I see Lamine Yamal starting this match, I go vex for you. We have a 7-point gap against Real Madrid. So even if we draw this match against Espanyol, we'll still have at least 5 points gap against Real Madrid. And Real Madrid is playing today. So whatever happens in Real Madrid's match today will determine the kind of lineup you should bring out tomorrow. Right? If Real Madrid does not win their game today, that means play Academy. Play La Masia against Espanyol. Let us rest and be fresh for the game against Atletico Madrid. Because I am 100% sure that Atletico Madrid, they are not going to play their key players in their match for this weekend. So we must be intelligent, right? Thank God that we have this 7-point gap against Real Madrid. Lamine Yamal should not be playing this match. Pedri should not be starting this match, right? All them Gavi them. Yes, Gavi can get minutes in this game. I don't know whether Marc Bernal is back from his injury. He can get minutes in this game. Try other players. Pau Kubasi has a red card. He's not going to play second leg. You can play him in this game. Rest Gerard Martin. Rest him. Because we need him in the second leg against Atletico Madrid. We still have a chance in that second leg. Right? And thank God. The only reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because we have a very good gap against, Real Madrid on the table. So let us capitalize. We can afford to draw this match and still be in a good position on the league table. We can afford to draw it. I'm not saying let's go and draw the match. Let's try and win the match. But this is not the kind of game we should be risking our key players for when we still have an opportunity, against Atletico. Had even Atletico Madrid beat us like 4-0, and I have for sake of my mind. But it's 2-0. We can go into that second leg with the mindset that we can do it. I believe we can do it. With the way we played in that second half, we can do it. So Barcelona, Hansi Flick, please know how to manage the players ahead of this game, against Espanyol. Anyways, I trust you. I know what you can do. These are the kind of matches that I'm expecting to see Ronny Badaji, right? Let's give that boy some minutes. Let's give that boy an opportunity to play football. Ferran Torres them. Now this kind of match, make them play, make them enjoy themselves. Oh man, if you like say Abi baby, if you like say Abi baby, don't give up. If you like say don't give up on the Champions League, it no say hope no day for that Champions League. So make it continue to pursue La Liga. Oh boy, I wasn't expecting this lineup. I swear, I was expecting to see Vini Jr. on the bench, Mbappe on the bench. Ahead of the second leg against Bayern Munich, but instead, very strong 11. Cavalla, Militao, Asensio, Fran Garcia, Vevade, Bellingham, Camavinga, Brahim Diaz, Mbappe, Vini. Oh boy, everybody there. Girona, sorry, yeah. Sorry. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you right now. Sorry. I'm telling you sorry before time. Because now anger, this one's they won't use verse, come play you this match. They don't want you to even think. They don't want to even think for a minute that they're not taking the match serious. Everybody there. Hey, Abby baby. Ameloa. Anyways, let's see how it goes. I wish they would just drop points for this. If they just imagine they can't drop points with after starting all these superstars, they can't drop points. You go too sweet. But anyways, with this lineup, oh my man, if you like say Abby baby, if you like say Abby baby, don't give up. If you like say don't give up on the Champions League. It no say hope no day for that Champions League. So make it continue to pursue La Liga. Oh boy, I wasn't expecting this lineup. I swear. I was expecting to see Vini Jr. on the bench, Mbappe on the bench, ahead of the second leg against Bayern Munich. But instead, very strong 11. Cavalla, Militao, Asensio, Fran Garcia, Vevade, Bellingham, Camavinga, Brahim Diaz, Mbappe, Vini. Oh boy, everybody there. Girona. Sorry, yeah. Sorry. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you right now. Sorry. I'm telling you sorry before time. Because now anger, this one's they won't use verse come play you this match. They don't want you to even think. They don't want to even think for a minute that they're not taking the match serious. Everybody there. Hey, Abby baby. Ameloa. Anyways, let's see how it goes. I wish they would just drop points for this. If they just imagine they can't drop points with after starting all these superstars, they can't drop points. You go too sweet. But anyways, with this lineup, unbelievable, unbelievable. Oh boy, when I see that lineup, I fear. I say, I'm Mbappe, Vini, everybody, Bellingham. So wait, what's going on? Like, let's forget banter first. What is happening to Real Madrid? These guys were looking flawless. 5 wins in a row. Then Tiaman City home and away. Right? Beat Atletico Madrid. They were looking good. And in that time, I think Bellingham and Mbappe, they were injured. So they use Pitash. They use Brahim Diaz. For that they are 4-4-2. Then all of a sudden, Mbappe came back into the lineup. Bellingham came back into the lineup. 3 games, no wins. Like, what did they stop? I just look today game. I'm like, what did that happen? Real Madrid, they don't look like, say, they don't tire for life. Like, they looked completely uninterested. Like, there were instances where I was like, put pressure now. Don't be Real Madrid again. Put pressure. Because, sincerely, I knocked them for my sleep. So, I use one mind and say, I beg Real Madrid, score 1 more goal. So, I'm like, put pressure now. Don't be Real Madrid again. Put pressure. These guys, they play like, say, oh boy, we don't tire, I beg. We don't tire, I make the season end. You know that kind of vibe? Oh boy, if Barcelona win tomorrow, we'll be 9 points clear. 9 points clear. Hey, Giro! I love this game so much, man. See, Hansi Flick, disregard. You see that my earlier post where I told you not to start our best 11. Start the best 11, I beg. More secure the league first. If Champions League come, fine. If Champions League don't come, no problem. Right? Let us make sure that we continue to win our league. Make they win the league. Make them call us local champion, no problem. Make we continue to win the league. The Champions League will come. The champion, we have 5. We have 5 Champions League. Right? Liverpool has 6. AC Milan has 7. Okay, Liverpool and Bayern Munich has 6. AC Milan has 7. Abi, Real Madrid get 15. But we get 5. So if you are looking at it in the ranking of teams with the most Champions League, Barcelona is top 4. Abi? So Champions League, whether it takes us 20 years to win the Champions League or it takes us 30 years to win the Champions League, as long as we are dominating our league, where Real Madrid did, that league where Real Madrid, as long as we are dominating that league, I am okay, I'm fine. Right? The Champions League will come with the right investment. We need to buy players. We need to invest in this squad. When we have invested in the squad and we have brought in the right players, we have a quality squad, a world-class squad, then we can look at the Champions League and say, demand for it. So that's what I'm saying. If it comes, fine. If you don't come, no problem. But we'll fair whole league first. Giro, baby. Giro, let's talk about Arbeloa's tactics. It seems like Kylian Mbappe is not comfortable with this 4-4-2. I don't think he's comfortable with it. Right? Because towards the end of the game, Kylian Mbappe was supposed to be on number 9. I saw him. He was just drifting wide. Right? What effect will Kylian Mbappe give you from that position? You need Kylian Mbappe to be closer to goal. Right? In the second half, I saw Kylian Mbappe playing wide. I didn't understand the formation today. Sincerely. Banter, let's keep banter away. Barcelona needs to adjust the lineup. The lineup is not favoring his, talisman, his goal scorer. Kylian Mbappe is not enjoying this formation. They sweet Kylian Mbappe. The formation will be the sweet Kylian Mbappe. Now that Xabi Alonso formation, right? But that Xabi Alonso formation be not a favor Vini Junior and Vevadi, right? So now you have to think, you have to choose which formation am I going to use that will work for everybody, and it's hard. Right? I didn't understand the position Bellingham was playing in this match. Somebody should tell me. Was Bellingham a midfielder or a right winger? I did not understand it. Brahim Diaz, I don't know where Brahim Diaz play. The only people I am sure of their position in today's match was Vini Jr., Kamavinga, and the defenders. The rest, everybody just the barrier, the room. Right? 1 minute you see everybody on the left. Next minute you see him on the right. 1 minute you see Bellingham on the left. Next minute you see him in the center. Just everybody, just anywhere, no structure. Right, so Abeloa, I know that. See, I am 100% sure that they will sack you. I am 100% sure that you are not going to be the manager of Real Madrid next season. You just enjoy the pride of being record Real Madrid manager. You will go. You will go. This work big past you. That's the truth, right? You seem confused. You seem confused. You don't know the formation to use. You don't know the pattern that you are going to use that will favor your best players. Right? Now that Kylian Mbappe is back, you don't know the formation that you are going to use to make Kylian Mbappe be effective. Right? This 4-4-2 formation was invented when Kylian Mbappe picked up an injury. So now that Kylian Mbappe is back, you need to go back to a formation that can favor him. Because he looked lost today. Let's be frank and sincere. He looked lost. Even the game against Bayern Munich, apart from that goal he scored, like there was absolutely nothing. So, anyways, it is sweet, Misha.